Hey everyone, welcome back to a Hancock Holly video. This is the second video in the orchard series. So first I'm going to clean up all these wood chips that I left out on the driveway in preparation for the backhoe that's going to come and dig out all these root balls tomorrow. My dad recently got this leaf blower and I'm kind of in love with it. I can't believe we haven't had one of these sooner. In the end, we got about 3 massive piles of wood chips and I'm planning to use them pretty much everywhere, so I'm pretty stoked about that. The first day that the backhoe came, I was running errands, so I didn't see him get all these root balls out, but it looks like he managed to get most of them loose in preparation for today when we're going to be loading them on trucks and taking them out. My first plan was to get a few trucks and then do alternating dump runs, but then we ran into some problems. First, the root balls filled up the trucks and passed their carrying weight capacity pretty quickly. Second, we found out the dump wouldn't even take them. So with a miracle connection, we upgraded our plan. I got a number from a friend who had a connection to a 60-ton truck, and they said they'd be able to take all the root balls out in one go. Plus, the backhoe guy had a connection for a spot where we could dump them. So those 2 miracles literally saved me. Because I started to stress out and really realize how underplanned I was or prepared for this portion of the project. But 4 hours later, we were full and we took it to the dump site, which was a farm back in the valley, which had a big ditch that needed some filling, fortunately for us. Alright, so it's been about 2 or 3 days now since we finished all the excavator work all along there. And we've still got piles of dirt that we need to dig up like this. And I'll tell you what the main project is. Need to get a different hat on, and a wheelbarrow and a shovel and a pick, and we'll walk you through what we're going to do. So the main thing we gotta do is dig from here all the way down to there. Just to make it smooth enough because all this is clay soil. So if I were to pour water right here, it would just follow along and drain all the way down, and we don't have any clumps or any spots that are pooling up where water would just sit and rot roots. So that was my plan, dig up a lot of dirt and make it smooth, and after many backbreaking hours I got closer to my goal. Alright, well this is where I'm dumping my dirt, and I've done about 3 loads so far, and so I've probably got 20 to 50 more easily. There's a lot of work to do, so that's the trip I gotta make every single time. Alright, let's get back to work. Got a lot of digging to do. Alright, yesterday you saw me working pretty much right here where I hit this pipe. So that's about 5-10 feet here. It's all kind of graded and leveled, and today we got pretty much all of it done. So now all the clumps are out. It's kind of all falling down at the slope. Get you a little bit lower so you can kind of see that. Now the hope is that the water will be able to go down easily, not pool up anywhere, and we won't have any root rot from any water sitting. So I had 2 guys here helping me. We loaded up in wheelbarrows and then we dumped it in the corner. I'll show you how big the dirt pile is now. Hopefully it's not too windy and I'm talking loud enough. I'm talking softly because I happen to be exhausted. So there's our dirt pile now. It's getting pretty close to being the same size as that mulch pile. So I don't know, we dumped maybe 15 more loads there today, and that's pretty much all that's going to go there. If you saw my past videos, you can see here a bunch of the calla plants are growing real well. They got some of their real big leaves out now. Yeah, pretty awesome. They're growing great. So I'm just going to clear this up a little bit more. We're pretty much there. Got a little tiny spot right at the end over here. Once that's done, Friday, so in 2 days, we're going to have all the dirt dumped. We're going to have 12 truckloads or 12 cubic yards. So 12 truck beds dumped all right here. And we're going to load it up with a bunch of greens, and palm fronds, and all that kind of stuff first. So we'll have like an organic layer below. All right, hopefully you can hear me. It's not too windy, but we ran water through here and extended the hoses now here. And we've been running the hose from here now, getting this land all nice and wet, and tracking to make sure that it flows all the way down, which there's a couple high spots, but overall the water is flowing down this really, really well. Get a little bit more right here. It kind of stops and kind of goes under all of this. I don't really know what to think about that, but we do have water popping out over here, flowing nicely right there. pulling up right here, which I already know I need to dig out quite a bit more here. This part wasn't really done yet. And then we've got all this water here. So it's stopping, kind of pulling up here. So we gotta do our last little bit of, you know, digging it that way or this way and running it down so that it has a place to go. But overall, I'm pretty happy about that. Glad to see all the water's flowing and there's not huge pockets along the whole thing, but it's all kind of going down pretty smoothly. So gotta turn this water off and catch you guys tomorrow when I have energy again. All right, from the top over here, you should see a little line that goes down. That's where the old pipe was, that it was the main drainage. And I made these little side channels there and right there, whoop, 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 there. So they'll all drain along this and then down into a pipe that we have all the way there in the corner. There, pipe in the corner. And that goes down to the end of the driveway. So I'm gonna make, so I'll show you, I got 2 more to make. And then we're pretty much there. So let me turn this around, I'll show you. So this is full of roots, but water still flows through it. And that comes from this corner of the house where we have a rain gutter up there. And then we have one more right there, which is connected to a rain gutter all the way in that corner. So I'm gonna make 2 more diagonal channels just to feed it along this line that goes all the way over there into that area. And then I'm gonna fill these with rocks, so it'll be kind of like a French drain. And then start dumping all the wood chips that are all the way over there behind the no parking sign into here so that it's all prepped and it's got a bunch of good organic matter below there before we get dirt dumped tomorrow. Yep. Okay, dug 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one out down there. I got the last load of dirt right here. And we gotta take it over there, so join me on the last one. This ain't very easy with one hand either. All the way over here, and last one. Pretty good for one-handed. Oh, Haley. All right, there's a big pile of rocks here. I'm gonna load them up in here and just fill those French drains. And then after that, we've got a lot of loads of wood chips to fill the whole bottom so we can have a nice organic layer and save me on some soil. Because I've only got 12 cubic yards coming, which is about 12 truckloads of like a normal truck bed. So we'll see how that goes tomorrow morning, but this is kind of the last step. Get that stuff in, maybe a couple of palm frond branches in there. I'm gonna do the rocks and then maybe you'll get to see me, hopefully in time-lapse mode, shoveling a ton of wood chips. Okay, bye. I finished getting all the rocks in the little French drains around 7 p.m. that Thursday night, and the following morning all the new dirt was coming. So from 7 to 9:30 that night, I worked at filling these beds with palm fronds and wood chips. About 15 wheelbarrow loads later, I felt pretty good about the organic layer that I had laid in preparation for the new dirt to sit on top of. This should help add good airflow, drainage, and an organic carbon layer that will break down over time and create a healthy environment for microorganisms to grow and create a healthy soil for my plants. Well, fortunately for you, this will only take about 30 seconds, but I appreciate you watching and hope you're enjoying the orchard series so far. Subscribe if you want to see the next videos where we get new dirt, plant trees, lay irrigation lines, and more. Thanks. Bye.